So we researched biochemical applications and we got this mod acidic composite, which makes it so our weapons are infused with acid, giving them melt armor, and they remove 1 armor with each hit, and they get 10% more damage. And so we're plopping that mod inside of our biomancer and 3 of our huntresses. And hopefully with this new mod we can take on Avalon Dream Dormitories. It's going to be really hard to clear this out as their units are really strong, but if we do, we can take over this territory, and it's pretty solid as it also has this Cosmite spatial rift, which gives us 5 Cosmite income, and that's going to double our Cosmite income. And Cosmite is just really nice to have. It's used for a lot of things, like upgrading our huntresses, for example, cost Cosmite. First things first, if we do try to enter Avalon Dream Dormitories and clear it out, we're going to get bombarded by this orbital defense uplink as long as it's owned by these marauder guards. So before we enter it, we're going to clear this thing out. We do have a lot of units nearby, and our attacker power is 1525 versus their defender power of 766. The auto combat outcome is pretty good though. We only lose a little bit of HP on this unit and our rift generator. And with that, we will try to take them on. Their defender power actually did go up as they're now at 1612. So as the game progresses, they get stronger and stronger. The main things we got to watch out for is they have 2 of these techno prophets, which can use this Wrath of the Old Machines attack, and it does 24 arc damage, which is going to be super effective on mechanical units like our rift generator. If both our techno prophets use that attack on a rift generator, I think it can pretty much get one-shotted. Next, their Imperial Buggy has a tier 3 offensive mod as well as a tier 2 offensive mod. These combined give it 50% more damage. Because we're in the cryo facility, every 2 turns, 2 Paragon troopers or guards are spawned, and so if we're not aggressive enough, we will end up getting overrun. One thing that is cool about this rift generator is right from the start we can actually use its dimensional rift ability. It will actually do pretty good damage and stagger their Imperial Buggy. It also will move it in a random direction, hopefully towards us, so we can just kill it right away. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good, and it actually staggered it, and I think it's facing the wrong direction, and we can flank it. All right, we got 2 hits, and this one's a 95% chance. We should be able to kill it here.
Enemy down.
And with that, there goes one of their stronger units, the fully modded up Imperial Buggy. We'll start off this next turn by moving our Huntress up and doing some really good damage to their advanced soldier. This soldier has smart rounds and it's modded up, so it'd be really good to take this thing out. 95% chance to hit it, and it does have 1 armor, so our first attack is going to shred that armor. Then our other attacks are actually going to do more damage to it. I don't think we can kill it here, but... oh, we got a crit. Never mind. We definitely can.
Enemy eliminated.
That was completely planned, and now we can try to put this thing to sleep. And if this does fail, it will be slowed. So like, for example, right now it can actually hit these units next turn, but if we do slow it, I don't think it can. So either way, okay, yeah, the sleep worked. The enemy moved one of their guards up, and we can use this sleeping one as cover because they can't get past it. Like if they want to try to attack us, they just can't make it this next turn. So their Techno Prophets both use their Wrath of the Old Machines attack, and I'm pretty sure the damage is split. Like it does 24 damage in an area, but actually it does reduce damage the further from the center hex the unit is. So I guess that's the reason why the Rift Generator did not take much damage from it, because the Rift Generator is mechanical, so it does take more damage from that attack. I did also move this Huntress up just kind of as bait, and I had it go in defensive mode, and their Walker staggered it, and then it ended up getting stunned. But with our Biomancer, we can heal it and dispel the stun. And so now we can actually move with it. Let's just retreat it back. And yeah, these soldiers that spawn every 2 turns are just really weak. Like we can pretty much one-shot this thing, assuming we do hit all 3 attacks.
Enemy killed.
Oh, okay, we actually did one-shot it. And their guard actually did wake up, but it's not currently in defense mode, so we do have a 70% chance to hit it. And we grazed all 3, of course, which unfortunately grazing does not reduce its armor. And now it changed the faces, so we're not going to graze it anymore. 85% chance. Can we finish it off with our assault drone? Definitely not. It appears that the AI is getting really greedy as they move their walker up really close and their Techno Prophet as well. We're going to use a rift on their Techno Prophet, and hopefully it will teleport it closer to us and maybe face it away from us so we can flank it. Well, it did move it a bit closer, and yeah, it actually is facing the wrong way now. The enemy is getting pretty close, and I'm kind of worried that if we do move our Huntress up here and we toss in this flash arrow, it might get killed next turn. It does have a chance to blind 3 units though, so we'll go for it. The blind was resisted on 2 of their units, and this soldier did get blinded and staggered though. Now it has a really low chance of hitting our units. And I think this next turn, I'm just going to focus their walker with his Huntress. We could flank their Techno Prophet, but we'd have to pull our Huntress out of this cover spot, so we're just going to go for the safer play here. And their walker is now really low on armor. Our Biomancer could almost finish it off. Wait, maybe we could actually, if we bring in our assault drone, we'll focus it first with our Biomancer so we can reduce its armor. I think it's only got 1 left. Oh yeah, big damage. And then our assault drone should be able to finish it off. 95% chance and only needs to hit one. Okay, there we go.
Enemy down.
Our assault drone did almost die for that, but that's completely fine. That's just a unit we summoned. Did they use one of their bigger attacks on our drone? I'm pretty sure their Technoprofit used their blaster on our drone, which is really good. I didn't care about that thing dying. And they spawned 2 soldiers behind us. Okay, that's kind of unfair. Really bad RNG, I guess. We can flank one of them, so we'll do that. Please don't graze.
Enemy
Perfect.
annihilated.
And this unit actually healed because of spore feeding. If one of our biological units kills one of their biological or cyborg units, if it is close by, I think it's like 2 hexes away, our unit will heal up after the turn. This soldier can almost one-shot our tank, and it has a pretty good chance to do so. And like this one can move up and it will finish it off, I'm sure. So we got to get this tank out of here. We can move pretty far, so it should be fine. We're gonna use dimensional desync on this guard. It just made it so it can't take damage or do damage for the next 2 turns. And we could have just finished it off, but there was like a 29% chance and I don't want to risk it. I want to use this Huntress to try to thin out some of these units, because if they all focus like this Huntress, who is pretty wide in the open, and she is stunned so she can't move. Well, I guess this guy can't do much damage, but maybe instead of trying to focus them down, we just toss another blind, and it could blind their Technoprofit, as well as there's a really high chance it will blind their soldier, and it can stagger their soldier as well, so he's going to do less damage. I think that's probably the better play. It blinded both of them, so that's really good. The Technoprofit has a really low chance to hit our Huntress now. We'll pull our Biomancer back, and we'll try to sleep this soldier in the back. 72% chance. The sleep was resisted, but it is slowed, which I'm completely fine with. The main thing I was worried about is their soldier moving up to like here, and they focus like this unit that's stunned with their soldier and these 2 other soldiers and their Technoprofit. But like if this soldier just aims for our Biomancer, it can't do that much damage to it. Yeah, it's not that much damage, not worried about that. And we can almost certainly kill this soldier as long as we don't graze.
Enemy annihilated.
What about this one? If we do hit all 3 attacks, we might be able to, because we'll shred the armor. We'll start doing more damage to it. Really close. Not quite though. Although we could actually finish it off with our Rift Generator. I'm scared of getting this thing too close to their Technoprofit, because their Technoprofit actually hits our Rift Generator. It does so much damage to it. Like from here, it probably won't hit, 5% chance, but I'm just keeping this thing way far back. Like I cannot lose this Rift Generator. 45% chance, only needs to hit 1. Even if it grazes, I think it is okay. There we go. This next turn I am kind of worried if they do focus this unit with their soldier, they focus it with their Technoprofit as well. From here it's only a 5% chance to hit, but if they get a bit closer, it will still be really hard to hit, but there's a chance it could actually connect. We're going to drop a protective growth on it just to make sure that it doesn't die. And that will give it armor and stuff. It's just not going to get killed next turn for sure. Yeah, like they do no damage to it now, and it's going to heal up to full. And this Huntress can't currently move. She's being healed and she's rooted. But that's okay. We can actually flank this soldier for, I think, a one-shot if we don't graze.
Enemy down.
One shot.
Enemy eliminated.
Their heavily modded up guard is not in defense mode, so I think we can finish it off.
Enemy.
If you hit all 3 though, it's a one-shot. Oh, we got to graze. Oh, that almost still one-shot though. Actually, never mind. It didn't matter because this Huntress cannot move, and so we can only attack this soldier anyways.
Enemy down.
And yeah, they're getting really desperate at this point. They're sending in their Technoprofits pretty much all alone for a final charge. We can flank this one for decent damage, and we got the crit. Holy damage. We almost one-shot that thing. We should be able to finish it off with our Biomancer.
Enemy
Yep,
annihilated.
it's done. And this one's actually facing the wrong way, so we can flank it. We shred its armor, and we can flank it again. Almost finishing it off, which actually our Rift Generator can finish it off with our Dimensional Rift attack. And yep, we sent that thing back into whatever dimension it came from. In this turn, they only have 2 soldiers left. This one's almost dead. Can we finish it off? 50% chance.
Enemy down.
Flanked, and then we'll flank with our tank.
Enemy killed.
And that's it. Our Rift Generator did get a level up, as well as our Biomancer is now prime. And I'm hoping we got some fat loot. Drone Deployment Mod Repair. It's a tier 3 defense mod, and it does pretty much exactly what our repair drone does, but it would be cool to be able to summon 2 of them at once. And like if we get another hero, we can put it on that hero. It also gives the unit +1 armor, which is nice, and it can only be used once per battle. We could sell it for 300 energy, which is quite a lot, but we really have nothing that we want to spend energy on right now, so we will take it. And we'll just plop in our hero, who now has 2 drones. Alright guys, this is a really short episode, but I'm a bit behind, and I gotta start working on my Total War video, which I will be releasing hopefully later today for the double upload. If you guys are liking this series, then drop a like, and I will see you in the next video.